Showed up. Hey, what's good, man?
What's going on?
What's happening? We just about to start too.
Right.
Perfect
You
time.
shaved.
I did. I do that weekly.
Oh, not when I saw you.
That was in November, and it was no shade November.
Whatever.
Okay. All right. Well, shoot. What's good? It's your boy, Southbreeze 706. This is the Dirty Bird Nation Report, the unofficial podcast of Fox Twitter. I show up on this podcast maybe once a quarter, so what's good?
Did anything break? Because I predicted something would break of yours last time.
Nah, man, my Falcons shirt that I have is still intact. I actually need to order a new mug, but I'm being lazy. But yes, the voices you hear right now, we have the Twitter. I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say, but we have the Twitter Falcons rabble rouser at GIF Queen. It's actually GIF Queen if we're gonna keep it a buck. If we do like
GIF Queen.
Proper pronunciation is GIF. It's not GIF. It's called a GIF.
It's GIF.
It's a GIF. Even the creator of the GIF said it's pronounced GIF, but
nobody cares about whoever that is. Okay, irrelevant.
and we have the facts don't matter. And we have the bearded legend Josh JJ22, and we have the Twitter homie said, who I was actually talking to earlier about my terrible experiences playing football in Augusta, Georgia. So what's good?
Oh, okay. See, I thought you was the Marcus Sniffle, so you're Archie.
Yeah.
You're the one with the bad musical taste.
Wait, whoa, time out. We need to address this. We need to address this real quick. I was gonna do a special podcast on this. I still plan to, but Andre 3000 is y'all want Andre 3000 to be Black Thought so bad it's not even funny, man. Like, he has no resume. That's pretty much what it boils down to. It's no slander on Andre 3000. He is an excellent rapper. He just doesn't have a resume. But there's nothing wrong with being the best six man of all time. That's just what it is. That's
six. What?
Bruh.
It is what it is.
You kind of tripping right now.
It is what it is.
He has no resume. You know how many times Hey Ya went platinum?
Bruh, listen to what you just said. We're talking about rappers. Give me the hottest bar out of Hey Ya. I'll wait. All right. Wow, bars. Wow, that was so fire.
First of all,
we just lost so many listeners.
Shout out to all the white kids that got introduced to Outkast from Hey Ya. They probably didn't know he was a rapper when they saw that. Dude had a perm. It was like a fake Beatles band video. Get that shit out of here, dog.
Oh my God.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do this right now. But while we are here today, we're here to talk about the Falcons. # Rise Up. All that good stuff. So finally, the Falcons at the 25th hour reached a deal with number 97 Grady Jarrett. He signed a 4-year, $68 million deal with $38 million guaranteed.
Whew.
This is a huge come up from a former 5th round draft pick at the 2015 draft that featured our top draft pick, Vic Beasley, both from Clemson. You know, shout out to Vic Beasley. I feel a 10-sack season coming. You know, let's get it. You know, rise up.
Okay.
All hail the king, Vic Beasley. But what do you guys think about that deal? A lot of people were kind of skeptical that it wasn't going to get done. He's complaining the franchise tag, and we weren't going to have enough money to get it done with all the other deals that are coming up that we'll talk about, including Deion Jones. Julio Jones needs his bump, and at some point, did we sign Keanu Neal yet or not? I can't remember.
No.
Okay, well then he needs to be paid as well. So, what are you guys' thoughts on getting Grady locked in to be a quote unquote Falcon for life?
I'm just glad they finally convinced him that he's not Aaron Donald.
Right. Well, I mean, by PFF, overall, he's the 6th highest rated D tackle. Overall, against the run, he's number 11th, and pass rush, he's number 5. And then, according to ESPN's pass rush stats, he is the third highest ability to beat, offensive tackles, only behind Kawan Short and Aaron Donald. So he's in that rare air. Like, it's not like he's a bum or anything. I get he's not Aaron Donald, but there isn't any other Aaron Donalds probably in the history of NFL. Like, that dude he's different. He's built way different from the rest of them.
Yeah, that's understandable, but being of an ilk and being a thing are two different things. So the 17 per makes sense. 20 something. No, that doesn't make sense. So you have to be realistic about cap space. And you got to be realistic about who you exactly are. Like Aaron Donald changes games. Grady Jarrett is a part of a team.
I think when the rest of the supporting cast is around and is healthy, he is a game changer. Like we all saw in that game that happened in February against that one team. He was on track. He was on track to be the MVP of that game that we won't mention. Even though like they don't give that position those type of awards, we all would have known that he was the guy that held it down. So we can't sit here and say he's not a game changer because that's not accurate.
Who? Grady?
Yeah.
No. I'm saying that you made my point. That's what I was about to say. Aaron Donald, no matter where he is, will change a game. Grady Jarrett is a part of a team where he can be a game changer. When everything is perfect around, yes, he got a quick first step. His gap integrity is amazing. But he's not taking and whooping a guard every week after week, just punching him in the throat and putting him in the dirt. That's not what he's doing, But he's very technically sound. He's above average, which is why he got above average pay. But he's just not of that.
I feel above average. I feel is a slight like the numbers are saying that he's up there with those top 10 guys, closer to top 5. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, and we can't act like Aaron Donald doesn't have great pieces around him to help. I get it. Like prior to those pieces, he was still a monster. But all things considered.
No, but I agree with what Seth is saying. Like, yeah, Grady is a beast in his own right. But it has been times where he had some slumps, and he himself didn't show up in games also. But with Donald, up until almost the Super Bowl, he was wrecking shop in every game that they basically played. So it's like you have your tiers. Grady is like in that second tier of defensive tackles, with Aaron Donald being like the catalyst for that position. I'm glad that we got him signed for long term. I'm glad that Grady somewhat helped us out too, because I was under the assumption that he did want Aaron Donald money, but as we can see, that report was a lie.
No, it might not have been a lie. They just finally got him to understand the truth.
I can't wait till Grady Jarrett balls out this year. We'll be like, damn, we got a good deal. We got a steal on the Grady Jarrett. And I get it. Like, I see what you're saying.
Aaron Donald had like 23 sacks one year. This man ain't never been past 6.
Okay,
you got a point there.
Okay, but we can also acknowledge that sacks don't tell the whole story. I.e., Vic Beasley, when he led the league in sacks, and people thought he was the next best thing to slice bread, and we all know that's not true. So let's look at the deeper. Yeah, people try to be like, oh well, the the offensive tackle that he blew past like 8 times against that one Broncos game. It's like, oh, he's an NFL player. Well, probably not anymore. So like,
right. and that difference we could tell, because Grady got better basically every year when Vic had that one great year. And even in the Super Bowl, Grady showed like, hey, I could dominate a game if I would just like put it all together consistently. I think that's where his game is going now. Is like he'll be a better consistent player.
Yeah, I think so too. His work ethic has been pretty great this offseason, because he's shown us, what he's doing, other than somebody on the team that's getting paid $13 million, and we haven't seen shit of what he's been doing this offseason. But I won't mention any names of who that person is. I am very excited. I'm excited that the deal even got done.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Look, man. All I'm gonna say is that just because we don't see somebody putting in work doesn't mean it's not happening. Like, again,
whatever, man.
I'm gonna tell you Falcons fans right now. I have all the tweets saved. I cannot wait till Vic Beasley comes out and dominates.
Look here. Like I said the last time, I said I hope he does well this season. However, I haven't seen anything that shows me you're gonna do the work and be great this season. We've seen it from everyone else. We've seen it from Julio. We've seen it recently from Calvin. We've seen it from Allen. We've seen it from Neil. We've seen it from all these people that don't need to prove to us that they are great and will be consistent. The one person that we need to see it from, that needs to prove to us, the fans, that he will put in the work, because he's done nothing that he said he was going to do.
Exactly.
Like Dan Quinn was going to babysit him. Then he stopped that. We haven't seen him with freaking Chuck. We haven't seen him do anything. Just a glimpse of you working out. That's all I'm asking for.
Again, I will shout out to the homie Aaron Freeman. I was listening to his podcast. Check him out. He went on one of his. It was not really a rant, but again, it's a damn if you do, damn if you don't situation with Vic Beasley. Because let's say he did show us videos of him doing workouts with Chuck Smith and doing all kinds of crazy shit, pulling trucks or whatever, and then he still comes out. Yeah, and he still comes out as not up to our standards. He's just still going to get slandered even more. At least now, if he doesn't show us anything, if he balls out, he could be like, "Look, I told y'all so." Like he's really not in a win-win situation.
But that's his problem though. He literally plays himself into the situation. Because,
how?
I mean, granted,
it's not his job to show us that he's working. As long as he comes on the field and performs, all that matters. Like
no, but that's the thing. He hasn't shown us that he's going to perform.
He ain't showing us shit.
Right, well, like outside of the Super Bowl year. I mean, granted, 2017 they had him playing with linebacker and DN.
I don't put stock in that, but
okay, I give you that. But then what happened last year? Nothing. It's like, dude, like you're the first pick from DQ, who's a defensive specialist, and you're making him look bad because Grady has came back has basically surpassed you as a better defensive player, and this man was a 5th round pick, and you was a 1st round pick.
Okay, but again, it's not. Vic didn't ask to be a 1st round pick. Like they made him that, so now he has lived up to the. I'm just saying, just like with Grady Jarrett, he's a 5th round pick. Let's flip the draft positions. Let's say that we drafted Grady Jarrett 1st overall and Vic Beasley in the 5th round. Like the conversation, the narrative changes immensely around both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like we're lauding Grady Jarrett because he has surpassed his draft status, but maybe obviously Vic was overdrafted. Like he doesn't seem to be worthy of his draft position, but he didn't do that to himself. That's more the evaluation of the Falcons that put him in that position.
He was definitely overdrafted because one, he's too small to be a defensive end. That's the first thing.
I would say his body type, like he can have the size, but his body type is kind of top heavy.
Yeah,
he don't have no ass. Pause.
So when push come to shove, he can't bull rush anybody and just get there. When it gets to a point to where, oh, the spin move ain't working, this ain't working, I just got to get there. He can't do that. Secondly, he's not Deion Jones, so he doesn't have that. That agility to be a linebacker. He's a tweener. He doesn't have a space, and that's why he doesn't excel at a space. He excels when he's not in the space, i.e., at the end of a Green Bay game when he's spying Aaron Rodgers and he makes him, jump, throw the ball in the dirt. Or in 2015, when he times the snap perfectly and knocks the ball out of Cam's hand to close that game out. Like, he's not a defensive end. He's not a linebacker. He's an athlete that's in the NFL. And somebody has to figure out what he actually is. Now, he's great with stunts and twists and all that, so maybe he's a 3rd down guy, but he's not. He doesn't have the body type to be a particular thing. He's 30 pounds lighter than Tack, 20 pounds heavier than Deion Jones, and he doesn't have the ability of either.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, just again, speaking of Tack, y'all just keep that same energy when Tack's doing all this talking and not performing at a 1st round level either. So
whoa. Compare those 2 1st round picks. Tack has more playoff sacks than Vic, and Vic been here longer than Tack.
I mean, that's That's cool.
Woo!
That's cool. That sounds
No, that's
cute,
not.
but
No, it's not cool because again, you're basically the veteran of that position group, and you have a younger player. There's another younger player that came back and surpassed you in performance. It's like we're seeing all these different cases of where different players on the team are surpassing Vic in production, and that's a problem.
Especially
again,
when you get
that's
paid $13 million.
that sounds good in a vacuum, but I don't think I think that the Vic Beasley slander is a bit overblown. I get
It's
he's not
warranted.
performing to the.
We'll
not-
see this season.
We will
Yeah.
see it because that's all we can really do. I mean, we can speculate, but I mean,
The only elite tackle that I've seen Vic beat consistently was Tyrone Smith from Dallas. Other than that, he can't beat the elite tackles, and
That wasn't
that's
even
a
him.
problem.
That wasn't even him. That was Claiborne.
No. Vic had 2 sacks when we
In
went
that
to
game?
Dallas in 15, and he had
okay.
2 sacks last year when they came down here and beat us.
Okay.
mm,
I hear it.
Yep.
well, I'm trying to do some fact checking real quick.
Oh my goodness. Well, you fact check.
Well, because okay, we talked like Tack finished with 7 sacks last year, and Vic Beasley finished with
4.
5.
Oh, 5.
Yeah. So like and you just said that he's bigger and more skilled, but he also isn't putting up numbers that scream that he's a worthy of a first round talent. And again, I'm not the super analytical guy, so Falcons fans, if you need that, go holler at Aaron Freeman and the boys. But I'm just going off what I'm seeing and the little bit of data I have in front of me right now. So it's just
I don't have a problem calling Tech out either. Nobody's getting to the quarterback like we need to.
Yeah.
First of all, the issue is that we're not stopping the run. So if you're not stopping the run, you can't get the 3rd and 7. Therefore, you can't rush the passer. 3rd and 3 is not a pass rush down. Period.
Exactly.
Well, we can all understand. Well, most Falcons fans and people that watch any type of sports understand a big part of that last year is all the injuries we had on defense. A huge one being Keanu Neal, who was big in stopping the run or keeping it in check. So.
Everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
So again, imagine, knock on wood, the guys all come back healthy and kind of back where they should be, which I don't expect off the bat how much better everybody is going to be, you know?
Yes, and it's still screw Adam Kaplan.
Okay.
All day, every day.
Yeah, so let me see. Because this is interesting because, like I said, Vic Beasley last year had 20 total tackles and 5 sacks. Technically had 22 tackles and 7 sacks. Like he's kind of the same guy.
No.
But one's getting paid $13 million.
That's the issue.
Okay, and one talks a lot of game and doesn't put out so far.
No,
he's put out, but he's not getting paid
talking about I'm gonna change my. I'm just saying.
Against Cincinnati, Tech was balling against Cincinnati. Like we could have won a game if Chew Front catches that pick. But I mean, outside of Tech and that probably Tech and probably like Grady and like
the whole unit, because the whole unit was bad because we lost 37-36. So the defense was nowhere to be found as a
Tech
unit.
had 3 sacks in that game. Tech had a career high sacks in that game.
That's cool, but in a vacuum, that's not really telling me a lot. That's all I'm saying. Again, Vic Beasley had 3 sacks in that game against Denver. Like, that's great. That's great. Cool.
I was at that game. That guy was a bum. So
he was a bum.
And people don't even like to say this either. The last year we had John Abraham, he had 4 sacks against Jacksonville against a bum. And they was like, oh, he's a 10-sack guy. No, you're a 6-sack guy on a bad defense. But it's okay. But it's okay.
Well, and it's the same thing. Like, and this is where you can't put all this weight in sacks because that sacks are pretty much what'll get you a new contract. Like, look at Grady, not Grady Jarrett. Damn, who was that crazy dude for the Panthers? It was like beating up his girlfriend.
Hardy.
Greg Hardy. Yeah.
Hardy.
So Greg Hardy, he was elevated to top 3 in sacks the year before he got a big deal, only because the last game against like the Falcons, whatever bum tackle we had playing at the time, he gave up like 5 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean Grady Jarrett is not, or I'm sorry, Greg Hardy was bad, but like you essentially got elevated to top 3 because you played a bum and dominated him for one game.
Yeah, but so Sam Baker was worse.
Yeah, well, whoever it was getting abused. So, but to wrap up the Grady Jarrett thing, I know we got off on Vic Beasley and Tack. What is everybody's feelings about the deal? You think it's a good deal, bad deal?
I think it's a great deal. I think that Aaron Donald's an outlier. I think Grady Jarrett is about 1.5 standard deviations above the mean. And so 17 is about right. And I think that he works very hard. And now he came into the league with a high motor. Now he's going to add technique with the high motor and experience. And it's going to get even better.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm glad we got him locked in. Shit, he's a key piece to the defense. So let's go.
All right, so moving on to our next guy, we got Deion Jones signed, 4 years, $57 million, $34 million guaranteed. According to PFF, he has a 90.5 coverage grade amongst linebackers, and he's the 4th amongst off-the-ball linebackers. So I didn't really see any type of anywhere we could be negative about this deal. Like, we all know what Debo brings to the table, the Saint Killer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just got one thing about this deal and Debo. Debo, if you ever listen to this, you got, how much money does he have now? 57 million.
I know this. Leave that man's hairline alone.
No. Oh, not his
God.
hairline. I'm not talking about his hairline. That's you. Bad. God, you're so evil. I'm talking about that goddamn snowball truck. I need you to change the name of that, please. Ain't none of us Atlanta fans about to go to no fucking snowball truck called Snola. What the fuck? I don't give a fuck where you went to school. I don't give a fuck where you grew up. Change that fucking name. You got $57 million. Take about what, 10,000, if that, to change that shit to Atlanta something. I ain't going in your fucking snowball truck. Change the name. Thank you.
I mean, if you would like to take some of that new 57 million and sponsor the Durban Nation Report, we would definitely speak as good about you every episode. We will sing your praises. We will say that you were the greatest thing since sliced bread. So shout out to Deion Jones. And I will buy all the snow cones that I can possibly support. So
I mean, it's gonna be hard for me to behave because you mess up. I'm getting you. I don't care.
What else is new? So,
sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was about to say, how do we feel about Deion Jones? Again, he's one of the guys who was injured that should be coming back. I know he came back later in the season, but I mean, now he'll have a full offseason recover and rehab. I know they're also talking about they want him to play at a higher weight, which I found that a bit interesting. It was like 5 more pounds. Like, I'm really curious if that makes that big of a difference. Like,
no, it doesn't.
Well, to me, it kind of like he bulked up in that video with that Julio put out. When he panned on Debo, it like I said, it's like Debo put on a bigger frame or whatever. But I said, I don't think it'll make that big of a difference. But I mean, I feel like he'll return back to his Pro Bowl status type of play. It's gonna help the defense because we basically get our captain back in, and basically that spinal cord of the defense with Grady, Jones, and Neal being back. Like I think it's gonna help the defense as a whole.
But I think physically, it's tough to maintain those throughout the season. It's difficult to maintain those 5 pounds.
Just from what I was reading briefly, I guess it's to help him. I guess, maintain himself physically. But I mean,
it makes you more sturdy, but
but
you're so active. It's hard to keep it's probably hard to keep those 5 pounds throughout the season unless you just, at a Waffle House with Tech.
That's what he was saying. He was like it's some type of way they built the diet to where he could try and maintain it, but he didn't give any details about it. But yeah,
I just feel like 5 pounds is not. And again, I'm not a professional athlete, but I feel like if you were saying like, hey, in order to try to, stay more durable during the season, I'm thinking more of a number like 10 to 15 because that's where you kind of feel it more. Like, hey, I can kind of push people around more at 10 to 15. 5
that's
to me is like,
slow.
And that's my thing. So why even if you really can't throw around 5 pounds like that, then what's even the point of even doing that? Like, if anything, just kind of maybe have a better, more rigorous recovery program, I guess.
Mm-hmm. More yoga.
Yeah, just something like that, as opposed to having to have this man. And again, people, well, like myself, when I played sports, like it was hard for me to gain weight. So for him having to add that to the things he has to do now, like, damn, I got to eat this chicken sandwich every 2 hours or drink these 8 protein shakes all day, or he could be. I know he's a professional athlete and that's what they do, but that's just another thing to add to his plate when he could just like, hey, maybe I'll get a couple more massages or maybe try some different yoga techniques or just do things to better maintain my body. So that's where I just found that kind of interesting. But one thing we didn't put in there, I'm gonna slide this in real quick. When Gift mentioned Julio, we all saw the anarchy that ensued when
try Julio
when they thought Julio had a MAGA hat on. I'm sure y'all saw that at the time.
God.
People were really trying to make that a thing, and it's sad in the internet these days where people will take a one angle and then try to make it a story or spin it like, bruh, we have like the greatest technology era to date. You guys can find the whole video. Y'all can see the full picture of the hat. Like, chill out. That's like, how stupid can you be? Like, how thirsty for clout can you be to try to push that narrative? Like, it doesn't even make any sense.
Ridiculous.
People don't have lives.
Right.
Facts.
Yep. It's a shame.
It is a shame. It is a crying shame. So we're feeling good about the Debo deal, correct?
Hell yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, that actually ties into Julio. So now Julio is next on the table to get paid. He said he spoke to Arthur Blank. He said that it's going to get done. He trusts him. He's going to show up to camp. And I honestly, if Julio feels confident about it, I don't think as fans we should worry at all. Like, I think it's good to go. When it happens, it happens. Don't stress on it. He's going to come put in work and do what Julio does. So
I think it's already done. They just haven't announced it yet.
Me too. I mean, it's not that, it's not that big of a deal. When Julio says, hey, I'm not holding out. I'm coming to practice.
All right.
It's not a thing. It's not even a thing for us to worry about. We got the best receiver in the league, and he's coming to practice Monday morning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Practice starts Monday morning. I don't know how excited y'all are, but y'all need to, goddamn, get your popcorn and your hot dogs and shit, and let's get ready to get to it.
People are already lined up and ready to go to practice.
I just need the Falcons to stay healthy. Like, I just need them to stay healthy. Like, to really show the league and kind of rewrite history and what this team can be, because it's unfortunate last year that it was a bit of a wasted year with the our former OC. And it was one of those years where, like, Julio happened to be healthy, like, the entire season. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know Julio has had a career being nicked up, and it kind of was wasted. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, damn, like, I get it. Like, Father Time comes for everybody. Julio's still at a good point, but at some point, a lot of fans are going to look back and be like, dang, like, we really wasted a year of one of the best receiver in the league, if not history, on some nonsense. Like, I hope this year is the year where we don't have another apocalypse of players falling off the wagon, and we're just like, hey, these are the Atlanta Falcons. This is what we can do. Nobody can stop us. Like, okay, you're going to double Julio, Ridley's going to go off. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have weapons. Freeman, we need you to stay healthy. You're my guy. Freeman gang. Shout out to all the haters last year was on that Tico nonsense.
Right.
How'd that work
bullshit.
out? Try to tell y'all. Tried to tell you. I got caught up in a couple long runs here and there. Oh, Tico. Okay. All right, cool. Good luck, Tico. You're a great guy for the Falcons. No shade. It's just like we know where our bread is buttered, man. We can't look at Devontae Freeman act like he isn't the workhorse that the Falcons needed. So, but
facts.
Yeah, let's just have positive vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like align your chakras to the Falcons, like some incense in the corners. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We got to stay low and build. You know what I mean? Like, we just got to put in work, man. We got to put in work.
Now I'm gonna stay healthy out there.
That's
right.
Like again, I'm accepting. I'm inviting all the slander that Twitter and the internet can give us, even on the sports media sites, if the Falcons stay healthy and don't perform. I'm inviting all of that, but I can almost guarantee that if they do stay healthy, there's no slander to be had. It's going to be more like, oh, the Falcons are Super Bowl dark horses. No, the Falcons are this great offensive onslaught. Who can stop the Falcons? That's what I expect to hear this year. The Falcons stay healthy and perform at the level that we know they're capable of. So that is me speaking it into the universe. So
I just need my one ring. I just asked for one.
That's it.
Just one. Like,
ain't nobody asking for no dynasty.
Right.
Yeah. I kind of would like a dynasty.
I would like a dynasty, but at this point, I just want one ring. Yeah, I mean, Matt and Julio are getting older by the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, Arthur's getting older by the day. Just one, please. Before I die, before they die, I just need one.
Well, with the dynasty talk, I think the team is kind of building the team to set up for that. Like if you look at it, they've already kind of set up post Julio, like with Calvin Ridley. So whenever that time comes, Ridley can be the guy, and then you hopefully can draft or develop another guy, which we seem to have a problem developing wide receivers, which I don't know how that works, but slide somebody in there. We have two young guys on the offensive line. You can continue to build on that. We have a young defensive core, and we have a game with Matt Ryan that he can pick you apart. He doesn't necessarily have to, force passes in. He's very efficient, and we kind of want to be predicated on running the ball. So that the way that they're building the team versus how we used to be, like just straight, pass, that can set up for a type of a dynasty if we continue to draft to fit those holes and run that type of system. So, I mean, knock on wood, we can kind of get there at some point. But yes, we do need to get that first one knocked out so we can kind of dispel all the haters and all the foolishness that goes on around the league, around the media, and especially on Twitter. So hopefully we can have a safe training camp. But
yes, please.
So I know we did talk about tag. I kind of missed this one, but I guess he was talking about Brian Finneran. I don't know how that came up, and then Tech kind of shading Adam Schefter, and I kind of breezed over that. I forgot all about that, but yeah, Adam Schefter's tripping. Like, let me read this foul ass tweet that he sent. Like, I don't understand where this came from. Like, why this was necessary. I don't know if he's a closet Falcons hater, but was not necessary. Let me pull this shit up. Hold on.
I don't know any closet Falcons hater. They're pretty out and boisterous.
Nah, it's some few with the closet haters.
Yeah, it don't make any sense. So when Grady signed his deal, this is the tweet that your man's professional Adam Schefter put out. He said, and I quote, if I can find the tweet. Okay. Grady Jarrett. Grady Jarrett is only 26, so he'll get another chance to get his contract at 30. His $17 million average is only behind Fletcher and Cox and Aaron Donald for interior D lineman in the NFL. Jarrett hasn't been voted to a Pro Bowl, nor had more than 6 sacks in the season, but now he's cashed in. Doc, you work for, that doesn't say anything. You do work for ESPN, which is low-key or even high-key kind of a trash network, if we're going to keep it a buck, as far as like the people that they employ and how they cover the game. But we all can't sit here and act like the Pro Bowl is a glorified popularity contest. That's really all there is to it. Like, we're going to sit here and talk about, Grady Jarrett's never been voted to a Pro Bowl, like that equates him being good or not, when we can turn around and say that Vic Beasley has been to a Pro Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? What is the point of kind of pushing that narrative? Like, oh, he's never had more than 6 sacks in a season. He's an interior defensive lineman. Again, we know that Aaron Donald does some wild shit, but he's one of one.
Right.
The next tier, that is where he's at. Like, he is worth what we paid, and I don't really appreciate that comment, and neither did Tech. So, what are y'all thoughts?
I just like how Tech took up for Vic. I mean for Grady, because I mean like it's plays that you know that deserve their deals, and Grady is one of them. He put in the work, and he cashed in. So it's like if I would have did the same thing if I was Tech. Like, you're not finna try to play my teammate. Like, he just didn't like play his ass off the last few years, and
Exactly.
like come on, man.
What he could have said was Grady Jarrett, who was a 5th-round draft pick, has ascended in the league as one of the top 10 interior defensive linemen, has now cashed in a big contract. You know what I'm saying? Like, something like that. Like, you just left out all those other details.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you want to be a hater.
God bless Adam Schefter.
The whole tweet just sounds salty. Like, what are you mad for?
Yeah.
We had the money.
And why are you counting his pockets? Talking about Grady Jarrett's only 26, he'll get another chance at a contract at 30. You don't know that.
Right? You suck his foot because you old as shit, and you didn't make 17 mil a year at 26. So you mad?
I mean, them cats at ESPN getting paid, but still, like that. Why are you counting his pockets? Like, nobody's counting your pockets. Like, mind your business. Like, just that irked me when I saw that. But shout out the Tech or whatever. But Brian Finneran. So where did this come from? What was the origin of this tweet? I'm curious.
I don't know. I looked for it, but I did block Brian, so that probably didn't help. But someone said they think it was on a radio show or something that he mentioned Tack.
Oh yeah, I think I heard people talking about that, talking about how Atlanta sports media is so bad, and if Brian Finneran is part of that, then yeah, that's facts. That's all facts.
Yeah, I'm not, taking anything racist old wide receiver says seriously. So, and I don't know what he said, but I know Tack definitely went in on him. Y'all gotta look at his Twitter. It's right there from 3 days ago. He don't tweet much, so you can find.
From what I saw from others, someone stated that Finneran may have taken a shot at Tack's like mental health, and basically was saying like Tack needs to up his game too. But like I said, that's from what I saw. I'm not sure if Finneran necessarily really said it from word of mouth, but from what I saw, they was basically saying like he was taking a few shots at Tack, and Tack didn't like that, and Tack basically fired back.
Hell yeah, especially about someone's mental health. A racist making fun or making slight at someone's mental health.
Right.
Okay. All right.
I think it's just finally good to have Falcons that are not choir boys.
Right.
Yeah.
That's one. People say wild stuff all the time, but I think luckily we have platforms like Twitter where they can bounce back and say things. Because I think that's one of the things that's the issue with Atlanta media is that, or sports media anyway, they like to get up, get their whole, get their chest all swole with their opinion, get you on the radio, have you call in, you say something, then they bash you for 10 minutes afterwards because you don't have a way to defend yourself, Yep. And that's what they do nationally too. And the fact that Tack is like, man, listen, chill, we're a team. This is how I feel about it. Get off our back. I think that part is commendable that we have a team that defends themselves and not just getting smacked around by everybody.
Yep.
Facts.
Yeah, it's nice because we never had that before, and we now have it. Even Matt Ryan is out here talking about, what's been going on the field, off the field, and they didn't do that before. Everybody was pretty hush hush. I guess that was a Mike Smith thing, trying to keep everyone hush hush, but now they're talking and more interacting with us more. So, I mean, I thoroughly enjoy it, and I'm sure everybody else does too, except for this guy, like, what's his name, Brandon Joseph, where he said something to Tack, and Tack said his life highlight is being a radio host for Kennesaw State University.
Damn.
Yeah. He said not UGA, not Georgia Tech, but KSU. I was like, ouch.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I felt bad when he told that dude that. Then the dude, I guess the dude was getting a lot of flack because he ended up blocking up his tweets.
Yeah, he did.
So,
like, bruh.
So we're not gonna university slander. If the man got him a quality education at KSU, then God bless it. But
hey, y'all chill now.
that's what I'm saying. Like, we're not gonna slander people. Get your education, get it how you live. As long as you're educated and be a productive member of society, God bless you.
I went to Southern Poly, but Kennesaw swallowed us up. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Facts.
R.I.P.
All right. So within the team atmosphere that we're talking about, I don't know if any of you guys are Madden players. I'm gonna say something real quick. I am going to unofficially come out of retirement from Madden, and I will credit fellow Falcons fan It's Tribbles for the ass whooping she put on me in Madden last year.
Woo! She put that thing on you.
Look.
Sure did.
I'm gonna tell you.
Shout out to Tribbles.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. I got cocky, and I thought I was gonna use the cheat code because that's when Khalil Mack was balling. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just get the Bears. I'm just gonna sack Matt Ryan every play because that's just what I'm gonna do. Didn't work out like that, and their quarterback is garbage on Madden, and they have no receivers. So my game plan fell through pretty quickly. So I'm gonna recommit myself to Madden this year. So if anybody wants that smoke, you can add me. My PSN is BLK_excellence. I will post it when the episode drops, and I'm ready to get back in it. So if you guys want to put in some work in the sticks, you can holler at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm about this Madden life. But Madden rated the Falcons at an 86. And I saw a lot of people angry because they didn't rate Julio as a 99, but I think Hopkins was a 99, which I'm very confused about.
Julio is a 98.
Oh, that's not bad. Come on. Okay. I thought it was like a 90 or something like that.
They could have put him at 99. Come on now.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if you ask every cornerback in the league who they would rather face, Hopkins or Julio, they'd probably all say they'd rather, or who they'd have a harder time covering, they'd probably say Julio versus Hopkins.
Yeah.
So I think that, like, I don't like how that certain people get to make these decisions. Like, they should kind of go based off, like, all right, cool, we're gonna poll every cornerback in the league and see, and let that kind of be an effect on the rating that people get. Like, make it authentic. Like, just we like Hopkins because I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying he's not good, but I'm not even biased. If I'm drafting, if those two guys are in the draft and I can pick either one, I'm picking Julio. Julio has the size advantage. He has the length. He has the physicality. He's fast. He's explosive. Like, that doesn't make any sense how you would put him over him. Like that.
And he has more interceptions than D-Hop.
And more tackles.
That's true. Yeah. Like I said, the Hopkins. I mean, he's not a bum by any means.
Oh, he's an animal.
Yeah, Hopkins is great.
He's really good. I don't think he has over Julio is his hands. Outside of that, Julio, like you said, is better than him in every other aspect except for hands, in my opinion.
Yeah. So
Hopkins is great. And the other problem with this whole Madden ranking is just everyone on our team in general. Like, Ryan's at an 89, Deion Jones at a 90, which is fine. I don't mind that. True is at an 88.
I think Grady's at like a 76.
No, Grady's at an 88. I got it now. My biggest issue with this is we got Hooper at an 87.
Whoa.
We got Sanu at 85. And we got Ridley at 79.
How-
Make that make sense.
I feel like maybe they made a mistake because I would swap Hooper with Ridley's rating because like Hooper is coming into his own, but 87 that's close to 90.
Ridley with how many touchdowns did he have? 10?
Yeah.
79 over. He's under Hooper. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, they basically kept Ridley at his same rating from last year, and they dropped KZ. I'm assuming KZ was 81 last year, but he's a 79 also, like Ridley this year.
How does that work? He led the league in interceptions.
Exactly. Exactly.
And wasn't that his first year as a starter as well?
Yeah.
They even have they even have Ricardo Allen over KZ.
Huh.
I mean,
Ricardo's great, but he was injured last year. So how does this work?
Well, I mean, I guess it's good that Madden is pretty fluent with the ratings. Like they'll adjust them week to week. But I mean, honestly, people are mad. Like regardless of the rating, I'm still playing with them. Like they could be rated 50. I'm gonna get my ass beat. Unless I'm playing for money, then I'm playing whoever has the best defense. or a mobile quarterback, one of those two, because I can just cheese the whole game. But it's not giving my strategies, but it is what it is. You can't stop me, gang.
They also have Duke Riley over.
Duke Riley should be a 12.
No, they have him over what? They have him at a 6. What is that? 69. Hold on.
That's an F. That's about right.
He's at a 68, and he's over Wilcox, Kaminsky, West. Ishmael, Niesman, Bennett.
He's unproven, so we can't. I mean, I'm not mad at that.
But still, he's kind of high. He's higher than he should be.
Ishmael got pick sixes in this league, man.
Duke has what? I don't know. Benching abilities.
Duke got a curl. That's it.
He's a solid backup.
No,
he's good. He's good.
He was okay. We did better when he wasn't on the field.
Let me rephrase that. Solid depth. He's good.
No, he ain't no solid depth.
He'll get there. He just needs to work on finishing.
Okay. Well, right now he's dancing at practice, holding the bag. So
I'm just saying.
He need to be on this fourth season of Last Chance U.
Okay.
Oh.
If we can get a 75 out of Duke for what we use him for, I'm not mad at that. Like maybe he'll turn the corner. I don't know.
Was he like a second round pick? Third round pick?
He was a higher round pick, highish.
Right.
He was starter pick range.
Yeah, exactly. And this man is basically a special team player.
Yeah, I think Dan Quinn kind of rode the LSU Kool-Aid linebacker wave and thought that was going to pan out. And sometimes
we all did. I thought it sure was. I thought, okay, we got Debo and Duke, okay. And as you can see, he's not starting material. And for us, maybe somewhere else, but definitely not for us.
And again, maybe he turns the corner this year. We can only hope because he's on our roster and we need every person to play at a high level.
Third year.
I gave up.
Right.
Yeah, I'm over.
He's in the same boat with Vic.
Again, imagine if both those guys come out and play solid. Like that's only good. I have wishful thinking. I want everybody to be good.
You think Duke is gonna come out and play solid?
We ain't got no other choice but to hope he does. Like he's here. This is what we have.
It's like saying Mike Smith's gonna lead us to a Super Bowl.
Hey man, somebody was on there slandering Mike Smith in one of the post questions we did from the page talking about who was the most overrated Falcon. I'm like, okay, you can say Mike Smith. That was funny. But Mike Smith is still the most winningest coach in Falcons history,
Yeah,
hater
lead us to a Super Bowl.
Hater 11, he's still the most winningest coach in Falcons history. So it is what it is. But yeah, I'm still playing Madden if y'all want to get that smoke. I think I might have to play triples and then record it on the PlayStation so y'all can see what
I don't know if you want to do that, man.
Dog, we're not
I
going.
think she's gonna get you again.
Nah, man. Like I have a resume. I have a track record.
I got faith in Triples for whooping that ass again.
I've been the man in these streets in Madden since she was in diapers. Chill out.
But she whooped your ass. So
Okay, a garbage can gets a steak every once in a while. It happens.
all right, okay. I need to be the ref for
We
this.
ain't
We
worried
do
about-
like
ain't
a
worried about
Twitch stream, some group
Yeah,
thing, so
that's
I
what-
can comment.
Well, but the only thing is though is that it sucks is that we both like the Falcons. So obviously I'm gonna want to play the Falcons. She's gonna want to play the Falcons. So that gets kind of
Just do paper scissors rock or flip a coin.
well.
Yeah.
But again, like that's our team. Like I know all the strengths and weaknesses of the Falcons. You know what I'm saying? That's why I play with them. You know what I'm saying? But what I'd say we could do is maybe best 2 out of 3, or maybe say, hey, one game you get the Falcons, one game I get the Falcons, and then one game we both play the Falcons, just to make it fair.
Right.
Because I mean, you know, shit happen. Man be cheating. Like let's not act like Madden's not about that bullshit. That's why every year I quit playing it and say I'm never buying Madden again, and then I end up turning right back around and giving them my $60. So
Right.
it is what it is.
Same here, because I mean, I play it. Now I put on all Madden, the setting, and then I throw like 8 picks in the game. But I throw for like buku touchdowns, buku yards. I just ain't throwing interceptions.
Yeah,
So-
it's this weird. They EA needs to get together. They actually need to bring back 2K Sports, but that's another discussion for another day. But what else we got? Oh, I know y'all saw that corny shit about the. Oh, I don't know if I want to bring this up because y'all like to get a little wild style with it, but I guess the New Orleans was facing some weather issues, and I guess their mayor was taking shots at the Falcons during like a press conference. Funny. Yeah. At what?
Listen,
okay.
Listen,
at what point? No. At what point is it like, all right, man, no holds barred? Because again, if you keep poking the bear, you understand people. It's in society, people are going to say the most reckless, ruthless thing they can think of, and you know what's coming. But why would you invite that? They're bringing this on themselves at this point.
Exactly. Like
mind your business. Mind your business.
Y'all have a emergency situation going on that's to do with water that you've had before, and you want to bring us up while we're minding our business. We're like, oh no, be safe. Like I hit up Tony like 3 times, like, man, I really need you to be safe because Tony's in Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm hitting people up. Hey, everyone be safe, but y'all want to just come for us while y'all going through this and slander us, and you don't expect us to say nothing back. Like, bruh. And if we say something back, then y'all want to be like, y'all are horrible people. Y'all want to suspend us and all that stuff. But like, you're starting stuff on national TV, CNN, live, and you don't expect us to clap back. Yep. Now, I haven't on Twitter because I'm not trying to get suspended like Steve has been getting. But
Josh has been suspended, right?
Josh has been suspended. A lot of people have been suspended. And, you know, I mean, all I'm going to say is
I don't get suspended.
That dome thing that y'all got, it ain't going to hold up through another one. Okay. So,
oh my goodness.
Wait a minute.
All right.
Oh my God.
That's all I'm saying. Don't come for us again because I'm tired of it. And we can go there. If you would like to go there, we can. But I'm just not going to do it on Twitter because I don't want to get suspended. That's all I got.
The views of Lethal Saint do not represent the views of South Breeze and the Dirty Bird Nation Report, the unofficial podcast.
I'm just saying it's not going to hold up again. Don't stop. Just stop coming for us.
But yeah, it was corny to me. I mean, because again, yes, they feel some type of way towards us, but it's like, look what y'all did in the last 2 years in the playoffs. Y'all are literally probably the last team that could say anything to us about how we went out in the playoffs. At least we lost to the greatest QB and head coach duo possibly ever in the history of the NFL. Y'all lost to Case Keenum in 10 seconds, and y'all lost to Jared Goff at home in the game that y'all should have won. So, I mean...
And also, the game we lost was in overtime as well. Like,
exactly.
That's one thing.
We didn't touch the ball.
That's one of those things
Yep.
kind of swept
And
under the rug.
his
It's
knee
kind of a 50
wasn't
thing.
down.
Yeah, his knee was down.
We have still pictures. There's a whole conspiracy. Okay, keep going.
Well, I mean, we
before I
already
start.
went over this on an earlier episode of the Burn Nation Report. My conspiracy was that Kyle Shanahan sold us out for their quarterback
Jimmy
Garoppolo.
Jimmy Guap, who I feel like people were overhyping. Some people
He is overhyped and overpaid. Now that's someone that's overpaid.
I want to see it. Like people were acting like he was he's won every game he's played in. He beat the best defense Jacksonville Jaguars. Like we gotta hold each other accountable. Like keep that same energy. But
look at that defense now. A
Oh,
mess.
oh, that's going to be a great game when we play the 49ers. Actually, we play the 49ers and Jacksonville. I can't wait to see Ramsey versus Julio is going to be that's going to be they should make that a primetime game. Depending on what our records are looking like, that's going to be good TV. Especially mic them up too. That's going to be great. Great content right there.
Yep.
I might go to that game now that I think about it because I think it's in Atlanta, right?
It's in Atlanta,
Yeah. I might go to that one.
Yay!
So
I think that's the one I'm going to. One of them.
Just to wrap up the whole clapback section, shout out to New York Mets. I might be a New York Mets fan. I don't have an official baseball team, but they might be my new team. So there is a Saints fan at Justin Lanza 4 who probably should delete their Twitter. And he just randomly tweeted at the Mets, like, at Mets, you suck. And the official New York Mets Twitter page replied with a GIF of the controversial no call against the Saints in the Rams playoff game. That might be Falcons tweet of the year. Like the Falcons Twitter page should have jumped in on that and kind of, you know what I'm saying, big up them or something like that. But you know what?
Twitter's been slacking for years.
Shout out to the New York Mets. Like how you get bodied by the little brother team of New York. Like
exactly.
That's really embarrassing. Like
there's
no coming back.
Not just the little brother team, man. The team that everyone in the whole world makes fun of.
Right.
And they clapped you, bro. Like delete your Twitter. Everybody at Justin Lanza A4 and tell him to delete his Twitter # Dirty Burn Nation Report. Do that for the homies. Let's get him out the paint, or at least have him blocked.
Afforded to your memory.
Lord Jesus. But yeah. What else we got? We good? Shit! Shout out to Sanu for going to Comic-Con and holding it down for the anime.
Oh God, I thought you forgot about this.
Nah. Shout out to him holding it down at Comic-Con, representing for us anime folks. You know, holding it down for Dragon Ball Z. Even though Dragon Ball Z is not the greatest anime, I'm not gonna lie, storyline is kind of garbage, but I'm still with it. You know what I'm saying? I went and saw Dragon Ball Super Broly. I bought it. Solid flick, great animation. But yeah. Shout out to the people that aren't on the anime wave. You know, shout out to Marcus Sniff. I put him on some anime, and he's gang now. Lethal Saint, Gift Queen still hasn't finished more than like 3 episodes of Naruto, but it is what it is. She can't.
I have watched a lot. It's just
she can't accept greatness. You know, it is.
It's a lot of Naruto, and it's it's okay. There's just a lot more TV out there that's a lot better.
You know what? Maybe you're just okay. Maybe you should evaluate yourself.
Shout out to Letha for having an open mind and watching a lot of wet TV. I mean, they did convince her to watch that trash ass Game of Thrones.
Bruh. Don't even get started. Game of Thrones and how that ended.
It's not trash, man.
It's just boring.
That ending was so trash. You people, all of you people listening that told me to watch that shit, I hate every single one of you. I literally spent 2 months of my life catching up on it, and then for it to end like that, like I swear to God, it's hands on sight for every single one of you guys that told me to watch it.
To be
every single one.
To be fair, that's just the TV ending. They still haven't finished the last book, so it might be better in the book.
Fuck the book. I was watching the TV. I don't care about the book.
I mean, the book is.
Are you kidding? It ended in the most horrible way possible. The writing was horrible. Season 7, like the end of season 7, season 8, it was horrible. Horrible. It was like the worst thing on planet Earth.
So,
And
what
I
Don't worry.
wasted my entire life
what
on
I
that.
say is again, I think Game of Thrones with a lot of these shows are in the same position as Vic Beasley. Damn if you
What?
do, damn if you don't. Because
The show is over.
I'm just saying, had they had
Vic Beasley is still playing.
Well,
The
but
show is over.
his career in Atlanta is essentially over after this year. Like this
Yes.
is season 7 for Vic Beasley. Whether it's
Yeah, that's it. You're right. You're right about that, sir.
You are right, but the show is done. It's wrapped up. It's done, and they're going to like other shit. We still have Vic on the team. The nigga's still playing.
it's season
Okay.
7. It's season 7. He's gone after this. But it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like anything they would have did, somebody would have liked it. Somebody's been mad, but definitely go check out Euphoria on HBO. HBO,
Yeah,
if you want to
that's
sponsor
Yeah,
us,
that's fine.
if y'all want to sponsor us, holler at us. We'll talk good about you too. But yeah, Euphoria is so good.
Really?
So good.
Euphoria fine.
Yeah, it's a solid show. We got the matter of fact, since you watched it, I'm gonna have you come on the committee podcast. Drops every Monday. Holler at us.
Gang.
I'm on there occasionally as well. But yeah, we need to talk about Euphoria because I'm trying to get Marcus and Ellen to watch it. They're like, oh, I'm like, bro, this show is good. It's super good. Makes me not want to have kids, but it's a good show. Them kids are going through it, man. Like they're going through the struggle. They got a hard life, but
Now, they create the struggle.
I feel like there's a lot of lack of parental supervision in that show or whatever.
Yeah,
So that's actually what, if you go to my Twitter page, y'all definitely follow. If you're a Falcons fan, you follow the Dirty Bird Nation Report and don't follow my Twitter page, I don't like you. You're not nice. At SB Report 706. That's what inspired my tweet the other day that I put out.
I was wondering
If playing high school sports and extracurricular activities kept you out of trouble, because like these kids, they need an after school program or something like that. I mean, one dude's a football player, the other girl's a cheerleader, but the rest of them cats, they need to be busy because they got too much time in their hands. So, but definitely check that show out. But yeah, solid episode. Appreciate y'all listening. If y'all still around, definitely share it with your friends. There's a large sector of Falcons fans that don't know they need this podcast yet. So definitely share it with them, and they will definitely join the family. Y'all got any shout outs, any closing words?
I want to send a shout out to the whole DPN. Stop walking around getting hot dogs and shit and sit in your seat and cheer for the team. Stop taking pictures and selfies. Yeah, I said it. Take your pictures at 11:30. You know what I'm saying? By 12:30, you need to be in your seat getting ready to scream so we don't have to fake noise in there.
that only happened for 2 years. And we were 412, so it didn't work.
Yeah.
It didn't work at all. That was a waste.
Facts.
4 and 12 like a mug.
Horrible times.
Josh, you got any shout outs? You want to shout out your wifey out there?
My wifey.
Dog, we know, dog.
We know what you're doing out there, man.
We not even entertain that.
You don't gotta act around family.
Nah. Shout out to the good doctor. Shout out to the good doctor out there.
Hey, here you go. My shout out is for my son Kason. He's back home while I'm over here in Europe, missing me. I miss him too. Daddy love you, and I'll be there in like 2 weeks.
Gang.
That was so adorable and shit.
Yes, I am in an undisclosed location, so shout out to the feds. We out here. Gang.
In Japan or some shit like that.
The feds.
What was I gonna say? Oh, so I can't even think right now. I'm tired. It's hot. It's over 100 degrees here where I'm at. This is some bullshit. Okay, I remembered what I was gonna say now.
Them just hot flashes.
Shut up. All right. If you follow me on Instagram, lethal.dbnr. Dirty Bird Nation Report. Get it? Okay, got it. Woo! So follow me there. I'm going to be doing giveaways, and the instructions will be on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, because I'm going to start doing giveaways. that are related to this podcast, and I will put the shit on the podcast, which is this shit you're listening to now, and the instructions for how to win on my Instagram. So be on the lookout because we're going to do giveaways and we're going to have some merch coming sometime soon. And yeah, I know I said bi-weekly and this is like a month later after the last one, but it's okay because we're going to be back at it this episode and then training camp. We're going to do an episode after people get back from training camp. Yeah. So it'll be bi-weekly. And if you're going to training camp, stay safe and hydrated because I know it's going to be hot as shit out there. And use fucking insect repellent because I know the mosquitoes in Georgia are big as fuck and they're thirsty for blood. So y'all be careful. And don't none of y'all ATL camp members, cast, I'm going to join the cast or whatever. But don't y'all be like yelling at them like that one guy did all season when he was like yelling at Vic Beasley, because I wouldn't do that in person, contrary to what y'all may think. I actually do behave. Okay, thank you. I wouldn't do that. So y'all don't do that at the players while they're trying to, do their shit. Okay, that's all I got to say.
Yeah. And shout out to me and Josh Flag football team. We 7-0. And in the morning we planning the playoffs. We're gonna kick everybody's ass.
Man, said that's cheating because you got True Font on your team.
Oh, here we go. God, here we go.
Breaking news. Our first big guest, Desmond Trufant, on Thursday
And
crack myself up. Oh God, I should be a comedian. Comedian.
Well, all right, y'all. It's been real. It's been fun. This is the Urban Nation Report, the unofficial podcast of Falcons Twitter. We
gang.
Peace, gang. Oh, shout to Jalen. Shout to Jalen.
Oh yeah. What did he block me? He probably did. I haven't seen his tweets in a while.
Peace.